So everybody, let's talk about inspiration, how to write poetry. Another way to write poetry is about your memories. Memories are always a good start for those who want to write poetry. Remember your past. Though it's not easy, there are many parts of our past that we want to forget. But we're going to see that poetry is a very good way to deal with it. Your memories also can be a way of a good source of self-representation. It means that when you write poetry about yourself, you come to know more yourself, your identity. So writing poetry is a good way to know yourself, to represent yourself, to tell yourself who you are through your own lenses, in your own eyes. Not what somebody tells about you, but what you tell about yourself. And it has a lot to do with identity. Because sometimes, most of times, we don't have a voice. We are represented by others. And poetry is a way to break this silence. When you talk about your memory, when you talk about your past, your childhood, even things that you wanted to forget, you reflect about your own life. So it's a way to correct some mistakes or reflect about some mistakes. Writing a way to come to terms with the suffering, anguish, and melancholy. So it means that there are many parts of your life that you don't want to talk about because it's painful. So when I say that memory or writing about your memories is therapeutic, it's like a therapy, it's because this process of releasing strong or repressed emotions. Putting on the paper everything that you don't want to deal with because it's painful and it's something you don't want to revisit. It's an act of clean yourself. It's an act of purgation of your sadness through art. So, is it easy to do this? No, it's not easy. Because we don't want to remember past. You don't want to remember our pains. That's why I say that writing poetry is a process of revealing and hiding, covering and uncovering, remembering and forgetting. There is a kind of amnesia that will work in this process of poetry writing. There are many things that we don't want to write, but we have to mix this with gaps of silence, and here imagination becomes the most important element of your process of creation. So it's not only your past, it's not only what you feel or your pain on the paper or only your happy moments on the paper, but it's also your amnesia. Your forgetting also is part of your writing. It means that you can fill the gaps of your memory with your imagination. Hear your process of creation. Then you mix reality, memory, and forgetting. And that is how you write your poetry. And I'm sure you feel more relieved to write your experiences on the paper. Let's see a poem. It is Daddy, Sylvia's Plath. You do not do anymore. Black shoe in which I have lived like a foot for 30 years, poor and white, barely daring to breathe, or a chew. In the German tongue, in the Polish town, is script flat by that roller of wars, wars, wars. But the name of the town is common, my Polak friend. There is a stake in your fat black herd, and the villagers never liked you. They are dancing and stomping on you. They always knew it was you. Daddy, daddy, you bastard, I'm through. Sylvia Plath has a sad story. She committed suicide at the age of 30. And in this poem, Daddy, the poetic persona talks to her father, a Nazist man who migrated to the United States and became a university professor. It's a very good example on how to put on the paper sad memories and a very deep pain. It's the story of this daughter who cannot accept her father. Now go back to your past, find some memories and write about them. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. If you like this video, please consider supporting our work by buying our book on Amazon. Thank you.